We are live. So we'll just give it a few so we get people in. Let's just send out notifications. So how's everyone doing? We have two people online anyway. So we'll see how things go. Sorry there. No. Everything seems to be set up correctly. So we'll just see when people start arriving. And we'll just have a chat as always on a Friday night and see basically what people want to talk about. There's only 1 minute in anyway, so we'll give it a bit of time. How was everyone's week so far? Everyone have a good week? Things have been hectic here again. Another hectic week between collecting, family life, work life. Everything has just been hectic. So start saying hi there now, guys, when you start coming in, and we'll see how things go. We'll see who's about. It is a bit early. It's not 8 o'clock yet. Normally, I don't set the live until 8 o'clock. I just happened to come on a bit early, answer a few emails and things. Noah, how are you doing? How are you keeping? Hope you've had a good week. Welcome to the live Q&A. Hopefully some more of the regulars will start popping in now shortly, but sure, we'll give them time. As I said, it's only 8 o'clock there now. We normally don't go live until 8 o'clock anyway. It was just a few minutes early. So that's it. Military Collectibles, good evening to you. How are you? Bang on time as always, very punctual. I seen your Vickers helmet. That's a fantastic find, fantastic catch. And the quality and condition of it is unbelievable, and the serial number as well, which is the extra icing on the cake, as they say. You lucky bugger. I believe I already told you that. Extremely hard to get now and extremely rare to find. Stan, how are you? Welcome to the party. Friday night. Do you work at weekends, guys, or are you off on the weekends? Can you have an old brewski tonight, or is it tea only? So we've 5 people online, so we'll wait till a few more people start popping in, and I will tell you about how the week has been so far. Been a busy week in relation to collecting. I've had some subscribers send me some items, which is all good. Stan, you're off the weekends. Oh, that's very good. You going diving this weekend, Stan? Or are you just going staying at home in the man cave? Stan headquarters. Yeah, so I've had some subscribers as well gift me some items, which is very, very kind. Um, um, so yeah, so we're getting there. Greetings from Sweden. Great live video. You have an interesting information for U.S. military. You have interesting information for U.S. military collectors. Thank you very much for you military collectors, I should say. Sorry, I hope to. That's what I hope to do with the channel. And I hope to provide information. You're off somewhere with the wife. That has to be done too, Stan. That has to be done too, my friend. I hope to provide information. The whole idea of me starting this channel was COVID and lockdown and no military shows around, and literally be sitting at home and stuck at home and going, I wish there was somebody I could talk to about collecting and just interests. And So that's why I pretty much started it. It was good find. There's another M29 on eBay, probably properly described for £185. Yeah, that sounds about right. And another on the Gunstar site for £500. Depends. It depends on whether what the condition of that one is for £500. Off most weekends, but sometimes I do work for the weekends. Uh, yeah, Military Collectibles had a very good find. I don't know if some of you have seen his video already. He found an Irish Vickers helmet, which are extremely rare. They're basically the same style as a 1916 Stielhelm or Stielhelm, the German one. They were used by the Irish Army during the time of what's called the emergency here in Ireland or World War Two, and they're extremely rare to come across. And he managed to find one for peanuts, and in very very good condition with a very low serial number as well, which it's fantastic. And it just goes to prove that there still are bargains out there to come by. So that's all good. Um, we have a couple of things to talk about tonight. I was looking and I was thinking today, we're this channel is up on nearly 400 subscribers, 390 something, and that's beyond all comprehension of what I thought it could get to. I literally just started it as a hobby within a hobby, just to get out information. But I was thinking about the name Shanahan Militaria, and I don't think it's catchy enough. So I'm thinking about rebranding or like you've Military Collectibles. That's self-explanatory. What he does. Steel Helmet Stan. Um, those names are self-explanatory. I don't think the name that I have on this channel is catchy enough, and I try to listen to my subscribers and I try and listen to information that people send me via email, via in the comments, whatever way you want to do it, and I think I'm going to change the name or rebrand it, but with your help. So I want you to come up with a name, and then I'll pick a winner pretty much at the end of the live stream. So start thinking, guys, on what you want the channel name to be from now on. Apparently, apparently during research, I found that the early one German helmet made in Britain. Found it's not only German helmet made in Britain. Oh, that's an interesting one. Um, so that German style helmet was made in Britain. Well, obviously Vickers. I don't. Did the British Army ever toil with it? I know that um, towards 1943, just prior to D-Day, they were toying with changing their helmets, and they came up with the Mark III. But I do believe that they were trialing other ones. They tried the M1 as well, I think, and they didn't like it. Um, so I'm just wondering, was that style of helmet toyed with by the British Army as well? Um, yeah. So in relation to collecting, what has happened this week, we've had some fantastic stuff come in. I had a gentleman contact me, and we did a bit of bartering, and he pretty much gave me an entire impression for World War II, second U.S. Rangers helmet, webbing, jacket, pants. The only thing it's missing is the shirt and personal items and stuff like that, pocket fillers and stuff like that. But everything else is bang on. So I got webbing, I got the backpack, I got the gaiters, I got the jacket, I got the wool pants, I got boots. Now the boots are the later version, they're the buckle version, but sure that can be dealt with the gaiters and stuff. I got reproduction helmet. Um, yeah, it was a fantastic haul, and I also got this is a airsoft copy, but it is a very very good copy. Tommy gun or a Thompson, whichever way you want to call it. Um, this is an airsoft gun. Because of Irish laws and stuff, it is hard to find. Obviously, to get DX and stuff like that. But this has complete timber furniture that has been reworked and done to basically fit all the electronics and stuff to make it an airsoft gun. And it has a sling as well. So, yeah. So that came part of the collection. So my World War II collection is building slowly and surely, which is fantastic. So, yeah. I don't actually like the way that they had the magazines because in a hurry, that will, I suppose, after a while, it'll take you to get used to it. But yeah, so that came part of the collection. Podrick, howdy folks, may be popping in and out because I am bowling. Or bailing, you typical farmer, yeah. Thanks for the address, John. Also, I like the name, you should keep it. Also, Stan, I've gathered up a few bits of info for you. Stan, actually, come to think of it, Ranger, I'll send you an email now regarding the 58 pattern. No problem, Ranger. Stan, I forgot these, and they should have been in your package. I left them out, but I obviously didn't put them in. So I will be sending these to you during the week. So that's yours, and that's yours. Now it's missing its badge on the front. But yeah, they were meant to be in your package, but I obviously misplaced them or forgot to put them in when I posted them. And I found them the other day and I was going, bugger, I should have sent them to Stan. So they will be on the way to you this week. So yeah, so there you go. Yeah, no, Porrick says he's happy with the name. I don't know. I don't think I am. I think I should change it. I think we should change it. That's just me. Now, the next little item I got. Now I'm not going to show you because there's a dress on it and stuff. I was going to do unboxings and stuff, but because people are being so generous and I'm coming across stuff so quick, I didn't think I was going to do. I thought I might do them on the live stream rather than do them on individual videos. So, one of the lads, you know who you are. I'm not going to mention names because I don't mention names unless you give me permission. Contacted me and he said, John, I have pouches that Military Collectibles did a video on, and I don't think they're not what I thought they were. So, do you want them? So I said, yeah, I'll find a use for them. So, I got a set of them. Forgive me now, Military Collectibles. I can't remember off the top of my head. Are they 1928 model pattern cartridge pouches? That's what they are. And these ones, I believe, are the Belgian variant. So I got a set of them. There we go. I got a set of them. And I also got, which is fantastic, and I really, really like these, I'm going to put them all in a frame, is I got reproduction postcards from the Olympics. So that one is 1948. Then we've 1959. Then we've 1956. And we've 1920. So these were obviously the Olympic posters that were in postcard form, and there's a full collection of them here. So I think that when I do have, because this is only the interim war room, when I do have the war room completed, these will be going on the wall in a picture frame. So the two ones that I find the most interesting are, there we go. We have the Germany Berlin one, 1936, and then we have a different version of it. No, can't really see that one, but there you go. But if I can find it here as well, I have it here somewhere. There we go. It's the London 1948 one, which is the Olympics that took place after the Second World War. So there you go. Excellent, John. I am doing a video this weekend on one of the uniforms I have got on my latest and third mannequin. Did you get a third mannequin? Your last and third mannequin. Um, Sorry if I made you buy a new mannequin, but yeah, what the hell. Pouches look like 1970s Belgian Grand Marine, but could be used for represent World War II RAF. I am actually, I got this thing in my head for some reason because I do have bits and pieces. Um, I want to do a military policeman from the Second World War, but I want to do Army, Navy, and Air Force, and I want to do. They weren't the Royal Military Police; they were the Military Police Corps. I want to do an American MP because they used to work hand in hand. I want to do a Navy Shore Patrol, um, British HMS and American Navy, and I also want to do the Air Force version. Just an idea in my head. Uh, Apologies, Stan, but I didn't seem to see the email. The only reason I literally before I went live, lads, here, I literally only answered emails and stuff. So I believe you're talking, Podrick, in relation to what Stan asked, and I only emailed Stan there today prior to this video. Um, so yeah, so if that's what's happening. So yeah, so there's my little postcard collection that I really, really like. So I'm going to put them all on a big picture frame, and I'm going to mount them on the wall. Obviously, that's what you do when you put them in a picture frame. Um, So yeah, so that was another piece of the collection that arrived. Now this is going to be on. I sent you an email. You sent me an email, or you sent Stan an email. Answered you an email as well. I'll probably get it there again. Ralph, 1936 Winter Olympics were in Grush. Forgive me, I can't pronounce that, in Germany. Yeah, I have I have a thing for the Olympics. I like the Olympics. I like the idea of the Olympics. So yeah. So no, this has its own video. This is coming up. Oh, if any of you are into Up Banner or Northern Ireland Troubles, you might know what this is. I'll give you a few minutes to try and guess what it is. Now, this is a reproduction, and is a very, 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 very good reproduction. Oh, you've sent me one, so that's fine. I'll answer it later now, shortly. This is a very, very good reproduction. The chap that made this is the guy that once he reproduces them, he doesn't reproduce them. He renovates and restores Cromwell helmets, Mark IV helmets, and these. I believe he's going into these as well. What this is a reproduction of the Uber Unicorn Rare Paratroopers riot helmet from Northern Ireland from the 70s and 60s and 70s. And they were literally jerry rigged in country. What they did was they literally drilled a hole both sides. Bolts on the inside are longer here, so it stops it going over the edge of the bloody helmet. And that's what they did. Now, this is a reproduction helmet from SOF, but it works. Now, the paint is wrong, and I need to change the paint on it, but we'll get over that. Yeah, so obviously I don't have a real one because I'm more of a chance of finding a unicorn. I got in contact with him because he is redoing a Cromwell helmet for me for a reenactment, for to get into reenacting and stuff like that. So he's going to redo one that I can actually wear and physically use. And between the two of us, we said, you know something? Let's see if this can be done. So we did it. And the quality of it is unreal. Now, the thing about it is I need to soften this chin strap, but yeah. And they have a weird way of closing for some reason. So what it is based on, if I can actually get it, there it is. What it is actually based on, it is based on the Mark II para helmet from the Second World War, which they would have used in the 60s and 70s. Oh. No. And that's it. So that's it. Now there is a scratch on the side from the bolt, but I don't. Or is it this side? I'm not worried about it. I can just touch it up with something or other because it will be repainted anyway. So yeah, so you do see them in video clips of the North wearing these things, and it is an uber reproduction of the uber rare para helmet, para riot helmet. Now if I can get it off, there we go. Yeah. So that's what that is. That came in. So that's coming up on a video all by itself. Padraig, I've sent you another, might be in the junk email. Okay. This is very cool. Could be wrong, but I believe I see Paras using Mitchell covers on these during Operation Partal in Oma. You possibly could. They used to put sandbag, like obviously they used to put DPM hoods and stuff on them from the 68 pattern and stuff like that. Such Parahelm without the visor also appears in the film The Last Drop, 2006 funny movie. I haven't seen that movie, Ralph. I must have a look at it. Yeah, so that came. I'm trying to think. That's about it, really. That's. Oh yeah. So I'll just show you this real quick. So this is the reproduction of the helmet, the M1 helmet for the Rangers. Now I need to sort out the helmet cover and stuff I got done. Now it's got the second Ranger diamond on the back that you would have seen them wearing in D-Day. Just a tip as well, if you see this or on a movie or whatever or a photo and you see a white stripe below it, it's an NCO if you or non-commissioned officer, and if you see a white stripe going vertically, that's an officer. That's a way to tell whether they're an NCO or a that's whether they're an NCO or an officer. So that's Chem as well. So that's part of the World War II American collection now. So yeah, that's an interesting conversion for a para helmet. Yeah, it's literally we do have pictures of originals, and we have video footage of them using the originals. I have only ever seen an original in a museum. I have never ever seen one in a private collection. That's the only place I've seen them. I don't know if Rifleman Moore will be in tonight, if he's around. He may have seen them in the Airborne Museum. I know he did a bit of work for them in the Airborne Museum. I don't know if they have any over there. But yeah, they are very, very rare. They're extremely rare to come across. I'm trying to think what else we need to talk about and what other stuff has come in. Talked about the Thompson, talked about the helmet, talked about the postcards. Yeah, I think that's it. But there's so much of that World War II collection, so I can't make it out. I'd have to do a video on it all. Sorry, would seem not, Stan. Perhaps if John sends me your email, it will work out. Unfortunately, I got to run, but best of luck. I'll send it to you again in a while, Patrick. I don't know what's going on there. Where is the best place to get hold of M1 Repro helmet? For some reason, they always seem to be sold out lately. Because I was looking at one in SOF because I want to try and get a one to do the military police on for the American military police, and I was going to get a guy to paint the MP with a white stripe on it. I trying to find to see can you get the measurements of that. I have your parcel posted. Project. There's no panic. There's no worry about that. Thanks very much again if you are going to send in some stuff. Sorry, lost train of thought. Yes, military police helmets. I'm trying to find the actual stencils first of all to do it, and to get the measurements and stuff correct. So I was looking at SOF. For some reason, all their helmets seem to be sold out. They only had restored originals that were too expensive. Tried Epic, they didn't seem to have them neither. Um, and there's other bits and bobs, but they're your two places that normally have them. That are the quality is good enough in them. I actually have a Belgian one there that I might do a job on and see. Now the Belgian one is slightly bigger, and there are differences, and you can tell the differences if you know what you're looking at. Um, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Um, yeah. So what did I get in that package? In the American stuff, as I said, I got the Gators. I just to show you, I have them here. I got a tree cell. No, this is all Soldier Fortune stuff, I believe, and the quality of it is very good. There are one or two bits and pieces that need to be done, and I'm not going to be like if I do wear the American stuff an event when I do get back into reenacting and stuff. I'm not going to be running around the place and going mental. Um, so yeah, I just worry about the quality. Yeah, I've got €3, clones, Belgian, Austrian, and East German. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so I try SOF, I try Epic, eBay as well. Actually, the American eBay version. I don't know what way it's going to work now with G and Brexit and stuff, but they're penny to a dozen to come across. Um, so yeah, so you will come across them in lots of different places. So yeah, so I got a three cell mag pouch. I did get. What did I have it on the chair actually? 'Cause I was looking at it. Yeah, I did get the separate. I got two of these. The separate mag pouches for the Thompson. I got the Gators as well. Um, no, I'm not sure if these are um, being used in a movie and stuff, or whether you use them for reenactment and stuff, because they're quite grimy and stained. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what he actually did with them. So yeah, so we've got the Gators. We've got set of them. There's the other pack. Um, ammunition pouch, shall we say? They're lightweight. There's the wool pants for them. Then, we got the backpack, um, which took me a while to try and figure out how to work it, and I actually had to YouTube. YouTube is great for finding out these things. I had to YouTube a chap, watch his videos in the States, to see how it goes together and how you put it together. There's just a canteen in there, bit of scrim, a reproduction torch of the correct time frame, World War Two. Um, what else is in there now? Just put that. Oh, that's just the belt as well. And the jacket is hanging up there. One second, I'll just get you the jacket so we can have a look at it. So here's the jacket. Ranger badged to the Rangers. Now there's one or two little adjustments that I'm going to make. Obviously, if he's armed with a Thompson, that wouldn't be in a normal private that would be carrying a Thompson, would be an NCO, possibly from sergeant up. So if I am going to portray or do Rangers or do the World War II reenacting of the Americans, I'm going to change that and just put on rank markings. Sorry, there's the boots. No, I don't think the boots. I think these could quite possibly be French. I don't know. Any of you boot gurus out there will be able to tell me what is the boots. Now they're very, very stiff, so I must give them a bit of dubbing. And try and make them supple again. 1 second, no, I just want to close this buckle to make it easier. Hello, Jim. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. We're just having a bit of a chat, really. So there's the boots. Now they are rough out boots, and he did say they were resold. No, they're absolutely manky. Whatever he was doing with them, I haven't cleaned them yet. So yeah, so I must redub them. But they are rough out boots. But they look. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what vintage and what country they are, what nationality. They could possibly be French. But as you said, with the gaiter on them, you're only going to see that much. You're not actually going to see this part. So we'll wait and see. Boots are French M49 clones. Oh, perfect. So there we go. So yeah, I mean they'll do on a mannequin, or they'll do for a display. So that's perfect. So we know what the boots are now. What's the best British World War II webbing with Blanco on it or without? The Blanco was commonly used, and it washes off after a while, so I have to keep rewashing it. If you are going to Blanco webbing, the 37 pattern would be obviously the 37 pattern is the weapon that was used during World War II, and the best Blanco to get is color 97. That will get you through the vast majority of the war. It depends on what unit as well you portray. Some of them use different colors and things like that, but Blanco 97 will get you through the vast majority of the conflict. And that tip came from Rifleman Moore. He has videos and stuff on blancoing, so go check him out. He might be able to give you more information, or you can check out his videos, and that should be able to tell you. Hi, Stan, mate. Been in the attic DPM Fest. Oh, so you're obviously a buddy at Stan's. But yeah, so that's my best advice I can give you on the British webbing pattern. I have mine is actually hanging on my chair here. I need to get into fighting shape again for reenacting. I've put on a bit of weight during lockdown, so I'm in the process of trying to lose that. As you can see, I'm drinking water with dilute in it. I'm not going to mention names because you know what YouTube is like for being sponsored and stuff. They'll probably give me a gig anyway for saying mentioning water. So I don't care. So the main thing that we need to come up with tonight, the main conclusion we come up with tonight is I'm not happy with the name on the channel. I don't think it's catchy enough. I don't think it's zingy enough. So I want you to come up with a new name for the channel by the end of the live stream. We'll vote on it in the last 10 minutes. So you can get your thinking caps on. I don't know, because like I've got 400, roughly 390 odd subscribers now at the minute. And I don't know. First of all, that name is very, very hard to pronounce for people who aren't Irish or English, and even sometimes the English guys have trouble with it pronouncing. So, what about the Irish Cavalier? Oh, that's nice, but I wasn't a Cavalier. I was infantry. The Irish Ground Pounder, the Irish Infantry Collectibles, Irish Infantry Militaria, Irish Infantry Militaria. That could be one. Are you going to be a D-Day U.S. Army GI or one that was in Hagen, whatever, I can't pronounce that word, sorry. I believe that the portrayal that he had seemed to be for Point du Hoc during D-Day, because it is, I don't know if you see the helmet. Where did I put the helmet? The helmet is badged for the 2nd Rangers. So the 2nd Rangers were the guys in Point du Hoc. So that is so it could be done for D-Day. You could use it for D-Day. Now, there's a slight little hiccup as well, or if you're into very, very detailed, very, very. Tom, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Um, they didn't actually wear the wool pants, from what I can find out. They did, and they didn't. It was up to themselves. But a lot of them wore the HTP herringbone twill or twiddle. I can't remember. Pants rather than the wool pants because they had pockets on the side. Whereas the wool pants don't have pockets. Uh, so that'd be like just a little minor thing that you could work on. But yeah, and then I'm not sure whether they changed to the M when they changed to the M43 pattern of uniform and stuff like that. So Tom, what we're talking about tonight is we've just covered a few bits and bobs that have come in the post. Um, I'm not going to go over them again now, but you can check them out in the what pattern is the Ranger jacket. It is the early one, the M20, M37, M37 variant. It's like the tank jacket. Now this, there, even with this jacket, there's different patterns because I have another one, and it is slightly different. And from what I have told, is obviously because of the mass production, the color is slightly. That one is slightly lighter green. The straps for the wrist to adjust it are thicker, and the straps on this part are thicker as well. So it was literally just a manufacturing um, difference, really. M41. Is this the M41? I'm not sure. I thought it was the M30 something. Okay, actually, you're right. It is the M41. How about Irish Military Advisor Channel? Irish Military Advisor Channel. Irish Military Collector Channel. That could be one. The vlogging foot slugger is only draft name I can come up with. I'm rubbish at names, which is why my channel is called Jim Timber. The Irish foot slugger, foot slugger militaria. That'd be a good one. That would be the correct pattern for data representation rather than letter and O. Yeah. Now the thing about it too is I have seen reports and I have seen pictures of the lads wearing these in Bastogne and after Bastogne was because literally until you were replaced or until you were taken off the line, you weren't given new clothes. It wasn't generally available. So you literally put up with what you had. So you could get away the entire war wearing that pattern of jacket and wearing wool trousers. So yeah, so you could. It depends as well. You have to do bits and bobs, bits of research. Good looking. Oh, I see somebody's been at somebody. Where have we gone? D-Day representation. Yeah, later in the war rather than later in the war. Yeah. Speaking of US stuff, Norway adopted the US M43 uniform and the M51 used it until the adopted it as the M51 and used it until the late 90s. There was a few nations that did it. The Irish Army, before they got the green olive drab jackets with the diagonal pockets and their zips, they had square pockets, and it looks the exact same as the M43 variant of the American stuff. Then they got that variant, and then they got the DPMs. I must do a video on that because people have asked me to do a video on that. The Irish jacket, pretty much, even the British pattern 60, at a quick glance looks the exact same as an M43. So yeah, so there's different variants and different changes and slight little things in it. Cool Irish stuff is very underrated. It is. The Irish. When I went in, we had when I first went into the military in '98. We had the old olive drabs with the old. We had a working dress olive drabs, which is the same pretty much as the British lightweights, with minor differences. Then we got, and we had a different combat uniform, which was almost the same as the pattern 60, the British pattern 60. Um, Heavier, better quality, if you ask me. The Irish one was. Then we got the DPMs. Um, do you have any 1960s DPM in my collection? In relation to British stuff, I do. I have the 60. I have a 60. I have the 60 smock, the green smock. I have a 60 pants, I believe, as well somewhere. I have 68 jacket. I have a 68 jacket. That's a 68 pence. Um, Pattern 68 pence on him. Um, I have other bits and bobs still around the place. Yes, I do have pattern 60. I'm trying to think where it is. If it's nearby or is it in a cupboard in a different room. But I could dig it out. I'm not actually sure where it is. It's either in this cupboard, which I know it's not, because the only uniforms in there is a East German uniform. Stand, sit down, relax. We'll get to a video on it. Um, there is an East German uniform in there. There is a UDR dress uniform. There's a UDR Greenfinches uniform. There is female RUC officers uniform that is coming up. Um, that's all that's in that one. I'm not sure about the other one now. Do you always have the exact? Do you always have the exact or contract uniforms and equipment on your mannequins? Yes and no. That's an 84 pattern jacket, and that's a 68 pattern jacket pants. And the reason I did it that way was because the pictures I based it on and the video I did it on, that's what they wore. Um, he, the picture he's based on comes out of 1984, but this jacket was out of date, and they had what he has on the inside actually. Oh, the enhanced body armor, which is that, would have been on the inside. I don't know if you can see it there. There's a ballistic plate there in front, and there's one on the back. So he's an interim version of what would have been worn. Um, and then sometimes I just, for the crack, I just put random stuff on mannequins just to annoy people. Did someone say East German? Yes, someone said East German. If it's there, I'll see if I can get it out easy enough. If not, it's staying there. Irish military collectibles. Irish military collectibles. Simple, easy, very good. I like that one. Right, I'll see can I get out this East German uniform for Stan before he has it. Before he loses it. As it is, if it is in this one. It might be in this one. No, it's not actually in this one, is it? Oh, it is. Yeah. There you go, Stan. So that will be coming up on a uniform slide, a mannequin, and I actually have his crusher cap there. There is the crusher cap. I need to do a bit more research on it because I'm not sure of what the. It's like a red on his shoulder boards. I'm not sure what that is. So I'll just put that to one side there for a minute. That's really cool. I love it. Yeah, so that's coming up. In a mannequin on parade. Sorry, guys. I'm just after dropping stuff here. I need to fix it. Yeah, so that's coming up. I'm not quite sure about it at the minute. I'm not 100% sure. of the vintage and stuff. Yeah, it is complete. I'll just show you quick. So, take it out again. So we have the tunic, we have the shirt, which is marked as well. I don't know if you can make out the label. We have the tie and the pants are in there, and it's like I don't know what do they call them, jobbers. It's like a cavalry type pants. Um, Now I'm not sure if they wore a belt because I don't have a belt with it. So I need to do a small bit of research on it just to double check that I have everything correct before I do it, because some twat on the video will go, "You had that red piping. He should have been a fighter jet and not a whatever." Red artillery. There we go. Ralph is already on the case. And I do actually have my little, oh, they're Bundeswehr though. I have my little books. I think it was a Ralph that you sent them, the books for to translate the uniforms. Was on Mike B channel on YouTube that East German stuff is going up in price. Yeah, the East German stuff is gone mental. I actually got that in a trade. The guy asked me that I wanted, and I said I do because I have a video. I have a Bundeswehr guy, and I just thought it'd be nice to have a contrast. I think the East German red piping is artillery or rocket troops air defense. Does anyone know what the I know this is an officer. What the rank is? It's like it's got one pip. I think just the board is like a second lieutenant, and I think with one pip is a lieutenant or a Uber. Oh, I'm not even going to pronounce it. So yeah, and like even the collar board, that's actually wire. That's wire thread. It's wire threaded, and so is this. It's very well done. Very detail in it is fantastic. Um, Still a bit Germany World War II vibe going to it, which I actually like. I like their dress uniforms. Their dress uniforms are actually quite catchy and quite nice. Um, where we gone? If I had disposable income 10 years ago, I would have bought tons of East German stuff for cheap. Yeah, East German. I mean, the caps at one stage, an East German border guard cap you could have bought for £5. Now they're up in 20, 30, 40 euros. They're getting very expensive. Always thought the East German one was similar to the Nazi uniform. I remember two German soldiers outside the British embassy in under Den Linden in East Belgium, Berlin in 1985. I actually have never been. I've been to Germany, but I've never been up around Berlin and East Germany and stuff like that. I must go up and have a look. Are the DDR pants like riding breeches? There, yes, they are. Um, that's what the word I was looking for. See if they're handy to get out. Do 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 do. Yeah, so there's the pants, and as you can tell, there's like this bit that comes off the side of it. So let's say if I have the seam with his pocket, that's the side of it. So yeah, so they're like a riding jumper. So I presume these are worn with like black leather boots. Um, and the only label that is in it is that, and the stamp. The stamp, unfortunately, though, has been overstamped. I think it is 19. I don't know. It according to what it looks like, but so that's the stamp and the only label on it on the pants. And if I can remember, this tunic does have a stamp on it as well. Um, where's it gone? Where's it gone? I know it's here somewhere. Yeah, The stamp on the inside of the tunic is rubbed off as well. So yeah, so that's it. That's my East German uniform. So Underleutnant, so an under lieutenant. YouTube Mark Felton Productions covers the reasons why DDR uniforms are similar to World War II. I believe it was so that the general population were used of the guys walking around in shall we say Nazi type uniforms, so that's why I believe they didn't change it. Was working in Germany when the Berlin Wall fell. I remember watching it vaguely, watching it as a child, watching them hacking at it with chisels and sledgehammers and everything, trying to get it down. Any World War II secret police, German or British uniforms, National Volkstag, Volks, Volks Army stamp. Is that a good stamp or is that a bad stamp, Ralph? I'm not 100% sure. The trousers are stamped N, meaning 1989. Oh, okay, that's good. Then there's an M on the tunic, so I don't know what that means. World War II secret German or British uniforms, secret police or German uniforms, British uniform. I don't have any secret police type stuff. And I don't really like showing them. Is that which is the M36, I believe, cap, and is that, and they're both reproductions, and they were both given to me by family members. So that's why I hold on to them. And I do. M is 1970. Okay, perfect. So the reason I collect, and I possibly will know at the moment because I do believe you need to collect all sides. SSVD side cap. Yeah, I have that. Is it an SSVD? Well, it is SS anyway. Is you do need to represent both sides. You do need to show. You do need to show each group. So I probably will end up collecting German stuff. More than likely reproductions because the original stuff is too expensive for me, and I probably will go collecting the people with the initials, because I don't believe in their politics, and I'm getting this out there now straight away. I don't believe in their politics. I don't believe in their agenda. But what I do believe, or what I do find fascinating or find interesting in, is that you can adopt or brainwash, manipulate, I suppose, with whatever way you want to talk, say, way to say it, an entire generation of people to do unbelievably horrible things, and that's why I find them interesting. It's easy. It's online. Just type in NVA codes. Oh, okay, perfect. I must do that. Now, I did dig these out, guys, because I know somebody had an interest in them. We were talking about them in the live stream last week, and they are my original posters from Operation Banner. Because somebody asked me, did I collect from all sides? So I do. So these are original posters. Now they have been laminated, and the reason. How am I doing? I'm doing, Mr. Cummins. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? The reason they have been laminated has just been to protect them. So these are all original posters. That is not the movie The Great Escape. That is the time the IRA broke out of the Maze prison in 81, 10th of June 81. That's when they broke out. So that's what that is. Then here we have a wanted poster for some of the guys that broke out. And it's March Against Plastic Bullets, Rubber Bullets. I do believe I did a video on that one, actually. I actually see them wearing Cromwell helmets in that one. So that is 19... Where's the stamp on it? And there's normally a stamp on them. I must look for if there's a stamp on that. Here we have another propaganda one, IRA training camp. Sorry, that came from a newspaper, actually. And you have Save the Hunger Strikers, another original poster. Why another hunger striker? These are all different all different good posters. Solidarity March. Salute our prisoners. 22nd of October, Belfast. Assemble in Devon Park at 2:30. And the stamp on this one is in the 80s, anyway, obviously. The Hunger Strikers. Here's another one. Support the Hunger Strikers. Any of you know who that is? Very famous IRA man. And then you probably have one of the most iconic and famous posters of the Troubles. Right, hang on a second now. Let me just go through all these again. Let me see where we've gone. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Did you notice the DDR buttons have a border on the side? Huh. Didn't notice that, no? Oh yeah, they do have a border on it. Alright. That's cool. Thanks, Ralph. Great Escape. Jim. Paul Joseph Gubbins was a master of mind and control. Shame he was not doing on Saturday night game show. Louise, hello. Oh well, boring. Okay, but Louise, bye. Thomas, good old poster. Yeah, they're fantastic posters. Where have we gone? Sorry for being rude to you. Thank you. Didn't know about the IRA escaping. Yeah, they did. 30 something of them got out. A lot of them did get out. I'm a secret agent. Hello, don't ban me because of my Japanese name. Okay. So they're posters that have been up and down. That somebody asked me, I can't remember who asked me about them, but they've been used for collecting, I suppose. I don't know how I got them, but I ended up with them. So they I came up with them anyway, and they're all original. On some of the back of them, then there's doubles, whatever here. All Belfast March, so it's literally another route where they're going to march and stuff like that. And they are very collectible. So are we all there, lads, or have we all fallen asleep, or where have we all hidden to? I'm just going to put these away because they are quite rare, shall we say. I don't know if you're all there. Or where have you all gone? If you have any whereabouts on these men, or if you can help in any way, please get in touch urgently with any police station or ring the confidential telephone line 652155. I wonder if that's still around. Post is very interesting. Unique to Ireland, not seen elsewhere. No, you wouldn't come across these anywhere else. So they're a very unusual thing in relation to the collecting of banner items. And thankfully, I have a fairly substantial collection of them. So, as I said, when the new war room is complete, um, hopefully I shall have enough room that I can actually display these. So yeah, so that's it. I'm liking actually Irish Military Collectibles. I'm liking that name. Does laminating protect more against lightning? The laminating protects them pretty much. They'll still discolor, but the laminating protects them against the elements and atmosphere and ripping and things like that. They were laminated when I got them. Um, some guys believe in laminating them, some guys don't believe in laminating them. It just gives them an extra bit of protection against dampness as well. You can just wipe off the dampness if they do get damp. But yeah, they're hard. Those posters are very, very hard to get these days. They're extremely rare also. So yeah, so the laminating on them does actually help, and I'm glad that they're laminated. Yeah, it does. It does preserve them better, Thomas. Um, it does preserve them a lot better. Um, guys, actually, sorry, see Thomas there. If any of you don't know who he is, go subscribe to him. He does very, very good. He's Norwegian. Yeah, Norwegian. He does very, very good Norwegian military items, uniforms, kit. Same pretty much as I do. In relation to Norwegian stuff, and he is very, very good. So go check him out. If you're not subscribed to him. Brian, I was in school. I was at a school camping trip to Mourne Mountains in September 1983 after the breakout, police and army everywhere. Yeah, one guy. I think one guy actually. A few of them made it. Some guys made it to Germany. Some guys made it to America. Um, uh, yes, there is a documentary actually. Could actually even be on YouTube. There is a documentary about them breaking out. Um, Epic, what's up? How are you keeping? Sorry, I've gone. Where have I gone? Yeah, cheers, CJ. I seem to remember you telling me that when I showed a couple of my landmark items. Okay, very good. So yeah, it's always good to remember things and get new information off people. Like the East German stuff, I don't know that much about. I must say. What DDR tunic you have to look for a cap and a prayer belt. With the DDR tunic, you have to look for a cap and a prayer belt. I do have a cap. I'm not sure if it's the right cap, but I have that cap. I don't have a belt. I do admit I need to get a belt. And this is N as well. So N you said was 1986, is it? So that's the cap I have with it. Now the wire has been removed, so it's like a crusher type style. Um, thanks for the shout out. No problem, Tom. As I said, let's go check out Tom. He does have a good channel, and he's very, very good at what he does, and he puts an awful lot of effort into it. Um, Norwegian, a lot of Norwegian stuff. So go check him out. I hope to do a good job. You do a good job, and I do like your videos. They're very informative. I'm fine. Let's think. I'm crazy. I am building a real tank. Will but only for one person. Okay. Yeah, that's the channel. His channel name there. Let's go check him out. Very good guy. Nice guy. Tom, bang off an email to me actually, because we might actually do a chat, have a video chat, a Skype chat or something someday, and we'll just have a chat. Like, um, it is good to talk around the collecting community, and stuff like that. Actually, here's a cap that never gets used, never gets out too much. I think it's obviously it's a U.S. World War II reproduction, although it has been heavily stained on the inside. I believe it's 8th Air Force or an officer's, general officer's type one anyway. I must get more of these foam heads actually off of Wish. There are other companies that provide foam heads. I just happen to get them off of Wish. Riot Shields. I don't have Riot Shields, but I do need to get Riot Shields. I just don't have the space at the minute. I'll send you an email. Yeah, my email is always on top of the video description, so work away there, lads. And keep subscribing to him. He's a good guy. I do like his stuff. If any of you else have channels, where's Jim gone? Jim has a channel. There he is. Jim has a channel. Go check him out. He's got good stuff as well. Military Collectibles. You've got your 160 subscriber. Looking forward to viewing some of your videos. There you go, lads. Keep giving Thomas a whack there. Aaron Military Collectibles. We have the name, guys. Who votes for that name? Aaron Military Collectibles. Aaron is Ireland in Gaelic, if any of you don't know. Aaron Military Collectibles. I think we have the name, guys. I like the name. Alpha Bravo. Nah, I'm not going on Alpha Bravo. Aaron Military Collectibles. I think we have a winner. We'll just keep going and we'll see if anyone else comes up with any other names. But yeah, Aaron Military Collectibles. Militaria Collectibles. Sounds nice. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the whole Shanahan Militaria, like it's my last name. I just don't think it's catchy enough. Yep, the name sounds fine. So there we go. We are now Aaron Militaria Collectibles. I must write it down myself or I'll forget it. Oh no, I have no biro. I do have a biro. Am I a veteran? I am a veteran. I served from 1998 until 2009 after I had finished my pre-discharge leave and stuff like that. And I served in the Irish military as an infantryman. Well, I actually served in a support company, so I was more than an infantryman. Aaron Militaria. And Aaron Military is cool. No, we're going to go with Aaron Militaria. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to write this down so I don't forget it. I probably will change it after this video. B-L-E-S. Sorry. Oh, there we go. It could be worse. The last name. Timber Military Collectibles. Yeah, no, the reason I decided that I was going to change it, first of all, is because of the dopes that are around the place. And it is, as I said, it is, I just, extra bit of security maybe. I don't know. That's my reasoning in behind it. Plus, I think we need to have more of a catchy name. And I think Aaron Militaria Collectibles is a very bloody good name. So there we go. So, there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about tonight. I can't bloody remember what it was. And it was very important. Oh, yes. So, as I said earlier on, historic stuff. Thank you very much. I don't know if you've subscribed to me or Tom, but whichever one, go subscribe. It's very good. As we're moving out of here, right, and we are going to the war room at this stage now, 2.10, because we've gone from 1 to this is the 2.0, now we're going to 2.1, 2.5, shall we say. Do you post shooting videos? I don't post shooting videos because of Irish gun laws and stuff, and because YouTube doesn't like that. But I do have reproductions and airsoft items that I show on video, such as my new one, the Chicago typewriter. Although this isn't exactly a Chicago typewriter, it is a Thompson, but it's not the one what was known as the Chicago typewriter. Um, Sorry, getting back to my rant about moving. Um, I hope to have more stuff on display, and when the war room is completed, we hopefully will do a tour about it, and show you the new room, historic stuff. Do you push? Been fun chatting, guys, but I've got to go. See you all, Thomas. See you again. Don't forget to give me an email, and we'll see you again some other time. Historic stuff. Wow. Yeah. So that's the plan. Um, that is the plan because we are running out of space in here, and people are talking, people are giving out. My postman is actually gone. You got another package. When they start talking and start giving out to you, you know there's something wrong. So, oh well. But yeah, um, as I said, foam heads. I need to get foam heads. Although I might make stands. Um, I might make some stands and do that. I'm not actually sure. How do you guys portray or display your helmets and caps and stuff? Like berets and stuff I have, and the flat caps and things like that, they do look better on the foam heads. And the foam heads or and the helmets, you can actually just get away with it being on a stand. The postman hates me. Uh, yeah, no, he's looking at me now, like literally handing me boxes, going here. Before it was like, well, John, how are you? Whatever, you got a package. Now it's here. So yeah. So either I'm taking him out of his run and he doesn't like coming this direction, or he's just genuinely pissed off because I'm getting him to deliver boxes. I hope he's not watching. Actually, it'd be really bad and get boxes kicked out over the floor. I'm actually happy now. Ralph, you do have my email, don't you? Can you give me advice on what type of dress belt I'm looking for, and if that hat is even correct for that NVA officer's uniform? Um, so yeah, so if you can, please. I use the gumlar areas. Large used coffee jars. That's a very good idea. Large used coffee jars. I make my own stands. A broom handle can make a few, quite a few bodies, and a few fence posts. Wood, or good top piece, scrap of make. Yeah, I have contemplated that, but I'm just worried about pallet blocks. Like how thick do they have to be before they don't fall over and snap and stuff like. Can you get arrested in Ireland for accidentally? I don't understand what you mean. I actually don't know what you mean by that question. I've been used to blocks of firewood. Yeah. Somebody told me that literally just get like a block of timber, maybe a 2x4 or whatever, and just cut it into sections, and just use them like maybe a meter long, or not a meter long, but a foot or two, like that. We'll say that you could just sit the helmet on top of it. So I think that's probably what I'll do. Military collectibles, your blood order. Military collectibles, your blood order is a horrible fake. Joking hobby. You're in denial of fake fact. What? I don't know what the hell you're on about, guys. Castle Dracula. In some cases, a foam head can affect chemically. Yeah, I've heard that the foam heads can affect the chemical lining, or they have a reaction with the sweatband and stuff like that, and can damage the item. I have a video on how to make generic helmets then suitable for US, British, German, and steel helmets. Must look that one up actually. The cap is correct, but I still need but you still need a parade belt. There is also an East German symbol in the belt. Okay, I must look them up. And it's a black. It's just a black leather belt. Is it plain black leather belt or a brown leather belt? I do actually have now that you're here, and Stan is here. This actually came on another deal. I don't know if it's correct because when I look at the cap badge, or no, sorry, the cap badge, the actual badge for the manufacturer, it's made in Derby in the UK. Can you see that? Derby. So I'm not sure if it's correct, or if somebody just stitched a beret or a badge on a beret. Brass shell casing with padding on top. Yes, that could work actually. I only have one brass shell, and it is a Trenchard item. And unfortunately, I got it off a guy because some old deer who obviously loved it so much polished it, and you can barely make out the markings on it now. But it is from 1914, 1918, 1919, Great War, Ypres, Vel, Veldebrook, and there's two flags on it, and then there's like leaves around the outside. So, yeah. Centre of British Army surplus. Centre of British Army supplies of sell DDR berets. I've had two of them. Unsure on the beret. Yeah, I must look them up. So, the DDR belts. I must look them up. British Army surplus of. Okay. Do they have a website then? If they have a website, they'll be easy enough to find. Um, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, because they do need to. Then I need to figure out something, and I need to figure out a way to display the berets and have them protected as well at the same time. So yeah, so that's going to be the hard job or the hard piece or the hard. God, I can't talk. The trick to doing it is to have them displayed, but have them protected as well at the same time. Um, and then I have a load of these peak caps as well that need to be displayed. Right. Royal Military Police without the red cover on the top of it. I did order the cover for that. Military Collectibles gave me the oh my constant. All my stuff is fake. I do have a blood order though. I did have a blood order though. Oh, okay. Don't mind them. Just let them go. There's just people out there that'll obviously know. I know more than you do. But and look, everyone has their own opinion. But military collectibles. I did order the cap cover for that, so hopefully that'll be coming out soon on eBay. That's called. He goes. He does have a website. I've bought quite a bit of him. Okay, I must have a look at that. Thanks for the tip. Found the. Thanks for the tip. Found the Bundeswehr Hand G. Hanji? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Um, Yeep says that on Yeep says that on the brass shell. World War One battlefield. Yeah, Yeep. Yeep is on that shell. It is. Yeah, it's engraved on it. Okay. So. Have I ever toured any of the World War One battle sites? I have. I've been to Yeep. I've been to Sanctuary Wood. I was at the Somme. I was at Verdun. I was at what you call it farm, Essex Farm, where the poppy poem was supposedly wrote. I've That's the First World War One sites I've been to. I've been to all the D-Day beaches. I've been to Pegasus Bridge. I've been to Lindemer. Is it Lindemer? Is the name of the big German cemetery. Um, yeah, that's it. I haven't been up around Bastogne or the Ardennes or any of that. I'd look next on the to-do list. Yes, I can say. Okay, I must look him up. Military collectibles. Yeah, I visited the shop a few times. Nice place and good people to chat to. The basement is stuffed with surplus. I presume does that shop, does that place you're talking about have a website, guys? I must write that down actually. Well, I need to write this down. I need to start making notes. This is actually my YouTube notebook, because I come up with ideas and go, I must do a video on that, and then I come in here to do a video and I go, what the hell was I supposed to be doing a video on? SFRAN. Right, okay, we'll give him a look up and see what happens. Centres of British Army surplus. Okay. Someone's dabbing. Yeah, he has one. He's one of the pre-internet dealers. Okay, cool. How old are you guys? Ancient, absolutely ancient. I remember when TVs were black and white, and you had this screen to pull down in front of it. My grandparents had this screen, and you pull it down in front of it, and it used to make the TV color. Everything went green and red. I remember when I was the remote control of a TV. Get up and change the telly. Um, that's how old I am. So I hope that answers your question. That's classified. Have you also been to Summer's Bunker in Utah Beach? The German cemetery isn't the one. Isn't that the one at I can't remember now. It's been so long since I've been there. A lot of people I used to deal with before and internet was invented, or either died or retired. That tells you his vintage there. Whoever asked how old people were. 55 years of age and 4 days. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Military Collectibles. Happy birthday to you. I am 12. Well, if you are here and you are collecting at 12 years of age, fair play to you and congratulations. And please keep it up. Please, please, please keep up the collecting. And listen to old farts like me and start collecting now when stuff is cheap. And if I was you, as a 12-year-old, what I would start collecting now would be Gulf War 1, Gulf War 2, and Afghanistan. Because that stuff is readily available and it's all surplus. And the guys that were there are still around, so you'll still be able to get stuff off them. And then in 5 years' time or in 10 years' time down the road, that stuff will be very, very expensive and very hard to get. And you will have started collecting it. Everyone starts collecting somewhere. Yes, everyone does start collecting somewhere. I can remember the days when you had to send a stamped addressed envelope for a military list through the post. I remember probably my first overseas order ever buying anything. And I don't know if any of you remember the SOF magazine, Soldier of Fortune magazine, or you had Military Collectibles magazine as well. There was a little, that's where you used to find out who was selling and who was buying stuff, especially here in Ireland. And we used to have to order that magazine. You had to order that magazine as well. It wasn't generally on stock. And I ordered the Silverman's magazine, and that's where I bought my first overseas order from. Was out of a Silverman London catalogue. What did you think of Hill 62 Museum in Ypres? Let's try and remember Hill 62, Hill 62, Hill 62. The one that I found the nicest, actually, well, I won't say the nicest. The one that I found the most interesting would have to have been the one at Sanctuary Wood, because it's literally a farmer realized this is going to be, people are going to come and see this, and this is going to be massive thing, and literally left his entire farm as it was, with the trenches, the burst trees, carts, everything in it, barbed wire, and just left it. And that I found very, very interesting. Um, where have I gone? I got an old Gulf War One DPM body armor, but use it for paintball. You donkey! Keep a hold of them things. They're going to be worth money in a few years' time. Made it. Just got home. Andrew, welcome, welcome. It's been a show getting set up for the weekend. Been at a show getting set up ready for the weekend. You lucky bugger, at least you're going to a show. All I'm doing is cutting grass and painting walls and working. I used to buy 66mm rocket launchers from Exchange in Mart magazine at 15 quid each. Crazy. How I remember that mag. Wow, I remember that magazine. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I used to get overseas stuff. But back then as well, like we markets and things were different. Like you guys, like the Saturday town market would say, you could rock up to a market of a Saturday and you had one stall a guy would be selling spuds, another stall a guy would be selling chickens. The next stall your man would have antiques. Then there'd be a guy selling boots, runners, you name it. Then the next stall your man would be selling tools to the carpenters and all the tradesmen. You find anything at the old markets. I first one in about 2 years. I, I noticed today that there's the Cork military show is going ahead. I seen a message somewhere or other in August. So fingers crossed, everything going well. I think it's the August bank holiday. Or is there a bank holiday in August? But hopefully everything going well. We'll get there. NIGG official mod. You're not an official mod. And Andrew has dealt with you swiftly. Thank you. Um, yeah, so that's coming up. So hopefully I get to that. That's the only one I've heard so far that is going ahead in the Irish shows. So if it's only going to be one show this year, it's going to be brutal. He was officially swept out of the door, swept under the carpet. Um, yeah, I, 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 I was hoping, I was planning on getting to England this year as well. But I don't know yet. We'll wait and see. But obviously, money and things like that. The one with those viewing boxes in the trench system, Hill 62. There's a few of those. You mean like the trench periscopes? Jesus, when was it I was in Yeep? Prior 2000, so we're talking 20 years ago now at this stage. I need to get over there again, actually. Um, on my Iraq Desert 95 pattern top, I had my name embroidered in Arabic in Iraq in 2005. We used to do that as well. Um, when I was overseas in Lebanon, guys would get their name done in Arabic. And we used to have not our full names, just like our first name and stuff like that, because obviously they wouldn't. I don't think there's a translation for most Irish names in Arabic, um, but that's what we'd have it, and uh, things like for kids as well. Like we used to have little cards, humanitarian cards, I suppose, but it was like a little bar of chocolate on the bottom of the card. Sorry, it wasn't. It was a boiled sweet actually, and it used to say in Arabic, "I'm your friend," or yeah, we're your friends or something like that. And it was like a little pack of boiled sweets on them. So yeah, so that was it. So we're coming up in an hour and a half, guys. So we have decided on the for those of you that have just tuned in, I heard the Runaway Antique Fair in Norwich is a good place to find stuff. It's only on weekends though. Hmm. Yeah, because there was another guy telling me that there's a fair as well down around Colchester somewhere. That's meant to be a good fair as well. I think that's on Wednesdays. So if I do go over, I'm going to try and hit a few of them in a week and chill out and relax as well. Um, Try and hit a few museums like the Imperial War Museum and stuff like that as well. Cheltenham is good. Cheltenham horse racing is good too. I've never actually been to it, but for some reason, that's one thing that the Irish and the British can agree on is horse racing. Um, Strange that don't even soccer and stuff like that. No. Did you also have? Do you also have a Persian pin helmet? No. Don't know what you're talking about. And if I don't know what you're talking about, I obviously don't have one. Right. Um, I used to have a spike, a reproduction spike helmet from the First World War. Well, not from the First World War, but of the First World War. Um, and don't know what happened. I think when I got out of my First World War one stuff like an idiot, I gave it away or traded it or something. And now I'm trying to collect all my First World War one stuff again, which is tough enough to get. Imperial Russian style. World War One German pin helmet. No, I used to have a spike helmet. If that's what you're talking about, and I can't. I like a fool. I got rid of it, um, and I'm trying to build up my World War One collection again now. And other stuff, other stuff is taking place over it. But we will get there. We will get there. Um, yeah. So I mean, I had hoped before COVID. I had hoped on going to the War and Peace show, but obviously COVID put a kibosh on that. Um, there was another show then that I was thinking about going to. Some guys recommended it as well. I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, so look, hopefully we'll get to a few shows this year, and hopefully we will get to meet some of you at it. Um, so for those of you that have just tuned in, we had a little competition at the start of the. I know Andrew just tuned in, and there's a few of you that just tuned in. Um, we are remarketing, rebudget. Or we're not. The channel is staying the same. We're still going to be the same content, but we have decided on a new name rather than Shanahan Militaria, what it is now. We're going to call it. Was it Éireann Military Collectibles? And Éireann is Ireland in Gaelic, so we're going to call it that. Éireann Military Collectibles. Um, just for something a bit snazzier because we're up to nearly 400 subscribers now. Era Military Collectibles. Okay, we'll go with Era Military Collectibles. Uh, so yeah, so that is going to be the new name on the channel. So if you see it pop up on your feed that channels are coming up, or that you're getting videos from a different one, don't worry about it. Why YEW is still on August. Going to be going to that. YEW? YEW. I'm not sure what that one is. That's in England, obviously, Andrew, because you're British. Um, I do actually. I noticed on my what you call it analytics, I have subscribers in bloody America. Nothing wrong with America, but like it's 8 o'clock now, or it's not. It's not. It's half. Where have we gone? It's 9:30 now. We better clock off soon, but it's 9:30 now. So they're 5 hours. So they must be doing nothing at work or at school or at college or something, and just watching the live streams. But fair play to you. Welcome if you're here. So right, guys, we've been online for an hour and 34 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to clock out with that. I'm not going to tell you what Sunday's video is. It's a surprise. Um, and I have a few videos lined up that have been filmed already and that are ready to go to be aired. Um, so they're going to be coming up. We're going to have a new mannequin of the month, possibly two, because I'm so late with it this month. Do I ever watch World War Two TV? WW2 TV. I don't. I don't know. I don't watch that TV that channel. Um, sorry. I don't know if I should. Um, sorry, Ralph. I don't even know if we have that channel here. Sorry, squirrel moment. Yeah, so there is videos coming up. There's one going to be one on Sunday as usual. There will be mannequin on parades coming up as well, and we're going to do a different type of videos that we have talked about as well, where I will be dressing in a uniform and describing, for those of you that are getting into airsofting, reenacting, or going to a bloody fancy dress party, how to wear a uniform, because being an ex-soldier and stuff like that, it's easier for me to show you how to wear something correctly. Hi from Canada. I work 30 years in the Department of National Defence as a civilian. Welcome, welcome, David. Thank you very much for contributing. You're more than welcome. Um, so yeah, so that's pretty much all the news we have at the minute. WW2 is from YouTube. No, I must actually look that one up. I don't remember that one. Who do I watch on YouTube? Stan, Military Collectibles, Tom. I watch Tom. He's not there now, but if go look through the feed, find his name. Thomas. I can't pronounce his name properly. Sorry, that's why I call him Tom. He's got a very good channel. Jim has a very good channel. Rifleman Moore, obviously, go check him out. Um, yeah, there's a few guys. There's a few guys I watch. Do I collect blood chits? I don't. I know what a blood chit is, but I don't have any. Um, actually, Kenny, explain to people what a blood chit is, because I'm not going to explain it. I don't have them. I don't have them. There's certain things in military collecting that I don't have that are a collector. They're a collection in a collection. So you have like those blood chits. You also have German mass cards. What we call mass cards, German dead cards of soldiers that have passed away. They're an actual collection in themselves. Um, Widow's Penny from World War One. They're collectible. Medals are obviously collectible in themselves. Things like that. We overhauled all the armored vehicles in Afghanistan. Leopard tanks and M109s too. Worked on the C7 rifles. That's, forgive me now, but that's basically an M16, isn't it? C7, Canadian Rifle 7, I think it's called. Last Battlefields is also good channel on YouTube. Yeah, are they the guys, the Eastern European guys, or the German? There's a German guy. Ralph, is that you? That goes and checks. He lives, obviously he lives in that area, but he goes around metal detecting and finds old bunkers and stuff like that. Um, can't think of his name. The one I've got is for British air crew who were flying over Russia in World War Two. It is written in Russian, asking to be taken to an officer. Yeah, a blood. The famous one, blood chits, are the tigers. What were they called? Tamil tigers. They had them on the back of their flight jackets in China. It was the famous blood chit. Um, to take, basically, I'm an American. Don't kill me. I'm not Japanese. Yeah, that's they were I think they were called the Tamil Tigers. Don't forgive me if I'm wrong. They were basically American mercenary pilots that were flying for the Japan or the Chinese during the Japanese invasion of China, of Manchuria. Um, yeah, so there we go. Lost Battlefields belongs to Tino Van Stragan. Okay, I'm not even going to pronounce it because it looks okay. And now explores the Hull and bunkers in Europe. Very good. Flying Tigers. There we go. Because I believe now the Tamil Tigers is a freaking terrorist organization, and I'm definitely going to get slammed by YouTube for that one. Sorry, Flying Tigers, guys. Flying Tigers. Right, guys. As I said, I must be off. So, thanks for the live stream. I hope to see you next Friday, same time, 8 o'clock. Video will be up on Sunday. Those of you that want to get in contact with the channel, the email will always be on top of the video description. And have a good weekend. And we are not going to be Shanahan Military anymore. We are Era Military Collectibles. See you next week.